Hello everyone, my name is Veer and in this video we are going to see how we can create a pipeline job in Jenkins for your automation code. So before actually creating a pipeline job, let's see some brief introduction about it. Okay, so the pipeline jobs basically allows you to run your entire software development workflow as a code. So just to give an example, so few of the steps that we do whenever we deploy a software to production is we write the code. That means a developer writes the code, build that particular code, deploys onto a test environment, tester tests it, and after the test execution is successful, it will be released to a client or it will be released to a production environment. So these are the few basic steps that we do. So so we can achieve this in Jenkins by creating a separate job for each and every steps, for building a code, for deploying a code, testing code and releasing. We can have a different jobs for this. So instead of doing that, what we can do, we can create a pipeline job where all these steps will be combined into a different stages and will be executed in a single pipeline job. Also another feature that it can provide us is we can keep our pipeline script into our same source code where our source code is present, and we can run the script by taking or by pulling it from the GitHub and execute our pipeline job. So for demonstration purpose, what we are going to see over here is I have created, or we are going to create a pipeline job which allows you to run your test code. Okay, so what steps we are going to do in that, let's see in a diagrammatic representation. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to get the code from our GitHub repository. We are building that code, or say compiling that code. We are executing our test. Okay, and after that we are going to publish our Jenkins report. Okay, so we are going to see this with the help of pipeline job in Jenkins. So let's move to the Jenkins and see how we can do this. So first of all, I will log into my Jenkins. Okay, so let's click on new item. Then you have an option for pipeline, so select that, give a name as my first pipeline job. Okay, click on OK. Okay, then you have an option over here in the job for pipeline script. Okay, so you can if you wanted to have a syntax for it, you can just click on this try sample pipelines and click on hello world. Okay, it will give you a basic syntax of a pipeline job. So basically this is a Groovy script in which you can write a script code for your uh, all the steps that you wanted to execute. Okay, another option that Jenkins provide you is to have the pipeline syntax help. Okay, so let's click on this link and see what are the different options available. Okay, so basically this will allow you to generate a code snippet that you can use in your Groovy script or a pipeline script. Okay, so just to give an example, let's see, you wanted to pull a code from your GitHub repository. So what will be the script for it? So just I'm selecting a git from the drop down. Okay, so it will ask you a few of the details like uh, repository URL. So my git repository URL is this. Okay, I'll just copy this. Okay, branch I wanted is a master branch. You can specify any other branch if you have created. Okay, then you have to specify the credentials. Okay, I had saved my credential over here, so I have selected that and click on the generate script. Okay, so what it will do, it will give you a script that you can use in your pipeline. Okay, so I'll just add that particular script over here. Okay, this is my first step. As per the diagram that I had shown you previously, the first step is to get the code. So I'll rename this stage to get source code. Okay, then now the next step, what we wanted to do is we wanted to build our code. Okay, so I'll just rename or create a stage which says build code. Okay, so in order to build a Maven project, what we use is mvn compile. Okay, so I'll just write that script. Okay, this is my step 2. Okay, the next step is we wanted to run test. Okay, sorry, it should be in single quotes. Again bat script colon mvn clean test, sorry, mvn test hyphen t browser equals to local chrome. So basically I wanted to run this code on my local chrome browser. That's why I specified chrome. Okay, I had given some configuration over there, so I just wanted to run it on local, so I specified the local chrome. Okay, once the execution is complete, I wanted to publish the report. Okay, so I'll create one more stage. Let's publish report, and here I'll specify a code to publish my extent report. Okay, so we can generate a snippet for that from here. You can just search for publish HTML report script. Okay, specify the directory to archive. If you wanted to specify your directory to archive, I just specify the index page. So my index page path, I'll just show you the, I have kept it. So I'll just copy this path. If you wanted to give a report title, so I'll just give the report title as say pipeline. Okay, if you wanted to give some options like keep past HTML reports, always link to last build. Okay, and just click on generate pipeline script. Okay, so this is the pipeline script that has been generated. Just copy this and paste into your stage you had created. Okay, now your pipeline script is ready. Just click on apply and save it. Okay, now just click on build now, and let's see whether we are able to execute the script or not. Okay, okay, so there are few, I think, syntax error that had happened, so let's try to resolve those errors. Okay, So basically let's go to the code and see what are the errors that has been there. Oh, I think so we have missed to write the steps over here. Each stage should have a steps, so I'll just put a steps over there. Okay, so I think we are now good once this is written to execute our pipeline script. Apply, save. Now let's click on build now and let's see whether we are able to execute the test or not. Now the job has started. Okay, okay, see, if you can see, it has started a stage view for your pipeline job. So first step, that is getting the source code, is completed. Now it is trying to compile the code or build the code. Okay, the next step will be to execute our test cases once the code is compiled successfully. See, the now run test step has been started. So ideally it should launch the browser, and once that is completed, it will, publish the extent report. See, the browser had started over here. Okay, let's move to the pipeline. So it will execute whatever the test cases that has been specified. So I had specified 2 test cases as a successful and 1 as a fail. Okay, I purposefully kept 1 test case as a fail. Okay, now the run test step is also completed. Publish report is also finished. Now let's see we are able to view the report or not. So I had given the report name as a pipeline, and see, now we are able to see the report also. Okay, so what we have done, we have run it from configure. We had configured the script as a inline script or a script that we have written over here. The next option that we can have is we can keep this pipeline code into our source code itself. Okay, so let me do one thing. I'll just copy this code. Okay, so we'll add one groovy file over here. Add new file. We'll give it name as a test dot groovy, and we'll add the code that we had copied. Okay, and we'll save this. Now let's push this code to our GitHub. Okay, first of all, let's commit those files that has been changed. Okay, we have added some properties over here. Okay, this is the script file that we had done, and we had changed any part. Okay, fine. So let's add commit message saying that added groovy script for pipeline job. I'll just commit and push directly. Once the push is done, let's see it on GitHub also. Okay, the push has been complete. Now let's go to our GitHub repository and let's see the latest changes are available or not. Okay, see, now the latest changes are also available. Okay, now what we have to do, we'll just create one another pipeline job, and we'll try to use that script. Okay, I'll create a new pipeline job, give name as a pipeline demo from SCM, source code management tool. Okay, we click on OK. Now what you have to do, you have to go to the pipeline section, you have to select pipeline script from SCM. Okay, now you have to provide your source code from where you want it to get. You can get it from Git or Subversion. I'll select Git. Okay, then you have to specify the URL. So my repository URL is this. Just copy it and we'll paste it over here. Again it will ask you for a credential, so I have saved my credential. I'll just select those credentials. Then you have to specify the path for your Groovy file, and my Groovy file name is test.groovy. Let's confirm it, test.groovy. Okay, so same we had specified over here. Now click on apply and save. Okay, now let's see we are able to execute the same test cases or not. Okay, now if you can see, job has started, stage view is not yet started. Okay, see, now stage view had started, and you can see the difference, that declarative checkout from source code management tool. So this one additional steps get added automatically. Okay, now it has got the source code from the GitHub. It had started building our test code. Now it will start running our test. So it has to open the browser and then it will execute the test. See, the browser has launched. So it will execute the same test cases that we had executed previously. See, the last step, that published report, is also finished. Now let's see we are able to see the report or not. See, the report has been displayed along with the screenshot for it. Okay, thank you guys, thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for more videos.